Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your full moon in Cancer reading for December 2020. Our final full moon of the year will be in the sign of Cancer and will be arriving on December 29th at 10:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is going to be one of the most beautiful full moons of the year, as the moon naturally rules Cancer. So I always find that when we have a Cancer full moon, it is extra luminous, just has an extra aura about it that's just really special. And it is one that really addresses those deep subconscious feelings, emotions, because that is the natural place for the moon to be. It's very happy in that position, and so it does bring through quite a lot of good information and intuitions and perceptions for us. So Virgo, if you have not visited with me before, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you have not yet done so, I do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Virgo out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly correspond with Virgo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, so do check your personal natal chart to see what sign planets you have. That's going to help you get even more out of the messages on this or any readings you watch on YouTube. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks I use in my readings, or would like to leave a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get your cards going on this. Virgo, I'm going to be using a couple of lunar-based oracle decks as well as the tarot. We're going to go in a past, present, future layout from full moon cycle to full moon cycle, which lasts about 28 to 30 days in between those. We're going to look at the last full moon cycle, which was our full moon in Gemini, what that brought through for you. We're going to look at the present energy of what's coming through for you with this full moon in Cancer, and what you're picking up and gleaning from it over the next 30 days after that, as it goes about its cycles. So let's go ahead and start. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please be with our Virgos and bring through any messages that you would like to bring them for this beautiful full moon in the sign of Cancer for December 2020. Thank you so much for all of your help. Oh, nice. Okay, so interestingly enough, Virgo, the energy that came through with this last full moon cycle, which would have been in Gemini, was the Void of Course moon card. Nothing will come of this situation. Now, I will say that last full moon cycle in Gemini would have been more challenging for you, because that would have put the moon in a square aspect to your sign. So fortunately, nothing too good, nothing too bad, came out of all of that energy. And it may have made you feel a little bit flat, almost like, well, what was the meaning of that? The Void of Course moon is a time when the moon is, in between signs. It's almost like a miniature Mercury retrograde, the way it feels for us on Earth, where the energy isn't as high, harder to make decisions, harder to get things done. So, a lot of astrologers will avoid doing things or making big decisions during Void of Course moon periods. Those can sometimes last anywhere from a few minutes to even up to almost a day. So just check your moon calendar if you're interested to know when, Void of Course moon periods come up. So let's clarify that with the Queen of the Moon. Snow Moon of Purity. So if anything, Virgo, I think that you took that time, that more reflective time that came through from that last full moon to clear, to cleanse. We have the Snow Moon Purity. The Snow Moon is also the moon that full moon that happens in February. So February could be as well an important month for you, where you continue to cleanse and detox. Interestingly enough, that full moon in February is happening with the Sun in Aquarius. The current energy, the present energy of what you're bringing through with the full moon in Cancer is this full moon in Aquarius card. Show the world the real you. So my feeling is, after a time of, inner reflection and cleansing and detoxing, you're really ready to show people who you really are, ready to be very much yourself, We just moved Saturn and Jupiter into the sign of Aquarius, so I do feel that that's very highlighted for you. This particular full moon will be hitting your universal Aquarius house, so I also really like this. If you happen to be a Virgo rising, likewise, this full moon will be highlighting your personal 11th house of Aquarius. So I think that this really creates not only a situation where you want to be very authentic, very true to yourself, but you're also giving a lot of care and nurturing to the world. Virgo, you are a sign of service, you are a sign of helping and healing. And so to me, this is really what this highlights and helps you shine in the area of, absolutely. And look at that, we've got that waning gibbous. So right on the heels of the full moon, right? The waning gibbous is the cycle that happens right after the full moon when it starts to wane. And we have the keyword of pleasure. So to me, I feel that this is going to be quite a feeling of release. You just feel more free. You feel happier. You feel lighter after this full moon. Might be very intense, you know, on the day of and around, you know, the day after. But I think as it starts to wane, you're just like, oh my gosh, good, you know? And a lot of that energy too is that, you know, 2020 has been a very intense year on a lot of levels. And so it's just a numeric vibration change up when we go to 2021. So on this next cycle, as this moon moves through its next 28 to 30 days, we have adjustments are required with the third quarter moon. So make the adjustments that you need to, Virgo. Don't be afraid to change things. Even if you had a plan or you had something that you were working on, no problem with adjusting it before it goes to its final form. You know, nothing is set in stone just yet. So that's a very nice card actually to get. It means that you've got some wiggle room. You can move things around to where you want them to be. Yes, look at that. There's change. There's adjustments. Here's that thunder moon. So Virgo to me, and again, I feel like a lot of Aquarian energy comes through with that that thunder moon, because it's just got that like lightning around the artwork. It just feels so freeing, so liberating after a time of change, after a time of, you know, readjustment. And so that may be very much what you get to be focused on over this next course of time, that next 20 to 30 days after this full moon in Cancer. You're going to be doing a lot of adjustment, a lot of changing. It's going to be very powerful and very liberating for you. That's very much what I feel. And it's going to feel good. Like you're just going to be like, oh, like I can finally breathe. I can finally be myself. I can finally truly speak all of my truth. I don't have to hold back. It's a great feeling to me. I'm coming through with this. It feels nice. It feels very clarifying and very, just broadens your mind, broadens your horizon. So let's get some tarot on this. We're going to deepen these messages up. Same line, past, present, future around this lunar cycle. Yes, look at this. So in this immediate past, we have the 10 of Cups sitting on top of that void of course moon, the snow moon. There we go. To me, that's really clearing and paving the ways for bliss, for happiness, for ultimate joy, right? This is something that you've really been focused on. You really want to clear the way for it. You know, sometimes it may feel like it's really slow getting there. That's what I feel, especially over this last 30-day lunar cycle, is it's like, okay, I keep going. I keep trying. When is this going to happen? When are things all going to start to come together for me here? But I believe that this is an important cycle, even if there's setbacks, even if there's, you know, road bumps that you have to work through. It's not a problem really in the long run, Virgo, because it's really getting you in a better place. You're clearing, you're cleansing, you're purging anything that doesn't need to be there to get you ready. Ooh, yeah, so look at that. 10 of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Cups. So to me, wish fulfillment, getting what you want, getting what you need, especially in the realm of the emotions and the heart. You're very focused on that. There's a little bit of impatience around the 9 of Cups too, I'll say. And that's, I do feel that. You're kind of like, okay, How many times do I have to sit back and wait and sit back and wait? We've all been doing that a lot, Virgo, but you may be feeling that extra strong this last 30 days. So right in the center on top of this full moon Aquarius card and the pleasure, we have the Hierophant. So to me, that is very solid. It's very rooted and grounded in a stable divine energy. The Hierophant is like the high priest, so he really holds, you know, the keys to the kingdom, the doors to the mysteries and the sacred secrets. So this is very much, to me, it's Taurus energy, so it is very grounded, it's very earthy. It's really stabilizing within your spiritual path, getting very clear on what it is. There may be people coming to you around this full moon saying, you know, Virgo, can you help me out with XYZ? Because you know so much about this, right? Because it puts you in a position of, you know, knowledge and understanding on a very deep spiritual level. And the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like you're very particular about who you let in, though, right? It's like they might come to you for help, Virgo, but you're really valuing your time and energy a whole lot more than you used to. The Queen of Swords is Libra energy, so it's very much about balance and equal give and take. And if somebody's really just taking advantage of you, you may actually start really stepping up and just saying no, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of you being authentic with that Aquarian energy coming through with this full moon. You know, and that's the thing that Virgo struggles with quite a bit, is that they can be over accommodating. They're very giving. And as a result, they can often get taken advantage of because they just want to help, which is really a truly wonderful thing, right? But this is really saying to me that now when people come to you, you know, if you know that they've taken advantage of you in the past, or they have no intention of, you know, reciprocating that energy to you, you're just going to put your foot down and say, you know, and you don't have to be mean. It's just, you know, I don't have time. I'm sorry. You know, I've got other things that are coming up, and it's true. It's true. And it's going to feel so good for you to be able to just say that to someone and not feel bad about it anymore. Okay. So going into the future here, our next 30 days after this moon cycle completes is the Page of Wands on top of that change and adjustment. So to me, that is brand new life, brand new vitality, a brand new joyful energy, and more enthusiasm. The Page of Wands to me is a very happy card, right? It's a very childlike, innocent sort of energy. Pages are messengers as well. So you may be getting, you know, messages that really just cheer you up, make your day, start to give you just a better optimistic feeling about where things are going. I think there's a lot of changes coming in here, Virgo, but they're going to make you happy. They're going to make you feel good. And Knight of Swords, woo, yeah, very rapid. So lots of energy, lots of communication being exchanged back and forth. There could be people coming in that are nervous to talk to you because maybe they realize that they stepped on your toes before, Virgo, that they went over the line and they need to apologize for that stuff. Yes. And you can also read it from the perspective of you. If somebody doesn't come in right with you, that you may just say, I'm out. I'm getting out of here, because the Knight of Swords is swift energy moving forward in the realm of the ideas and the mind. So Virgo, let's get an affirmation on this reading for you. And we have the beautiful keyword of Gaia coming through. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth, and she will guide you through this time of change. So yes, absolutely, Virgo, this next lunar cycle that we are beginning is definitely bringing through some powerful changes that I believe are going to start freeing and liberating your mind and your truth. So very exciting. I hope you have an amazing full moon, and I'll be seeing you all again soon. Take care.